Economic Conference. The Businesswomen of Egypt 21 Association held an economic conference from the 7th to the 11th of February 2015, where 150 businesswomen from 16 countries participated. The conference was titled Women for Success, the Global Partnership for Women SMEs. It was hosted by the League of Arab States under the auspices of the Ministry of Social Solidarity, the Ministry of International Cooperation, Ministry of Antiquities, the Ministry of Trade and Small Enterprises, and the Ministry of Investment and the Ministry of Tourism. And we have joined us today to speak more about what was happening at the conference. Safeya Tarabulsy. Welcome. Thank you so much, Safeya, for joining us. She is a gender expert at the Arab League.
Thank you for joining us. Let's begin with the conference itself. If you can give us a glimpse of what happened during the conference.
Thank you for hosting me. Actually, the conference Women for Success was held in the League of Arab States the 7th of February, as you said, and we had the opening speech the Minister of Investment, Mr. Ashraf Salman. As you said, that was the participation of 150 businesswomen from more than 16 countries. The goal of the conference is to build networking between women.
First of all, before we go into more details, why was the Arab League why did it decide to sponsor the conference?
Basically, it comes under our largest framework. You know that the Women, Family and Childhood Department of the League of Arab States, head by Dr. Inas Makari, basically we are working on women empowerment in the Arab region, and we are working under the framework of Cairo Declaration. The Cairo Declaration is the post-2015 agenda for women of development and to promote women in the Arab region. Basically, it has 4 pillars.
Yeah, what are the main pillars of the conference?
Yeah, one of the pillars is the economic empowerment. So this is one important pillar we are working on, and it touches other pillars like social transformation and empowerment, political participation. Also, we work on ending violence against women, the status of women, protecting women, and peace and security. So this conference comes under the women empowerment, women economic empowerment, and it is very important for us to support such initiatives. But let me tell you, this event didn't come alone. It came in a marathon of several events to celebrate the Arab Women Day on February 1st. And that ended basically in February 10th with Arab African Women parliamentarians as well.
Which is how we talked about that earlier on in the program.
Exactly. So right before that, African women parliamentarian. We had Women for Success in the League of Arab States. Before that, we had a high ministerial meeting to launch the report Beijing Plus 20 to see the implementation of Beijing Declaration 20 years after, to see how countries have progressed in promoting women's status in the Arab region. And before that, the 31st of January and the 1st of February, we had the Arab Women Committee, which is formed by state members, Arab state members, and this is a very important meeting. Takes place usually annually, and we have Arab Women machineries, a representative of states, ministers of women affairs or working on women issue coming to the Arab League and discussing important issue to work on for the next commitment and see what are the achievements. So it was a marathon of 10 days, starting from, as I told you, January 1st until February 10th. Thank you.
A lot has been going on. And if you spoke about the conference where you had 160 businesswomen included in that conference?
That was like 150 businesswomen coming from different countries. And basically the most important thing to build a women economic empowerment is to look at the best practices, also to reinforce network of businesswomen, how also to collaborate together from different countries from the world, and also to build that strong network and work together during crisis. So that was several issues to work on.
So what were basically the conclusions that came out of the conference?
Basically, the conference was held, as I told you, on the 7th of February. It was in the League of Arab States. It was definitely valuing all the exchanges, but also to continue the same, like keeping the momentum and reinforcing collaboration and networking between businesswomen, and also to work in different areas of the, like in Egypt and different Arab countries and different countries around the world, and reinforce the partnership and collaboration. And also it has another impact. It's not just about women empowerment, economic empowerment, or businesswomen gathering. It has a full, like a set of like impact. Women participation, women political participation. It's women like a social transformation. It's not just because it's also tackled like not only business, it's also initiatives, association, what women leaders can do to promote the economy of the countries, like either microfinance, microcredit, or other successful.
This is the sort of empowerment. So my question to you is, what is the definition of empowerment to the Arab women in your opinion?
Can you repeat?
What is the definition of empowerment? How do you think Arab women should be empowered?
Well, Arab women, how should they be empowered is a comprehensive package. It's not just economic. Economic contributes a lot to it, because women having economically empowered is one step, but also to be able to manage her assets, to have access to her income and fully decide on how to spend her money is something else, So for having women empowerment, we need to think of legislations. We put in place mechanism, how can we provisions.
Well, that actually brings me to the next question, in the sense of how is the Arab League and the Department of Women actually doing to foster the women's rights in the Arab world?
Earlier I was talking about the Cairo Declaration, and I would like to highlight the Cairo Declaration because it's our framework to work from 2015 till 2030, and it has, as I said, a comprehensive approach.
So you just highlight a few of the clauses. I mean, the Cairo Declaration, not everybody is very aware of it. Like, what is the main sort of clauses in the Cairo Declaration that you're actually following? If you can just highlight.
Yeah, basically, as I said, it has four pillars. One is political empowerment.
Okay.
And
so that's in the Cairo Declaration, basically.
Cairo Declaration, so the women, Arab women, on the post-2015 agenda. Yes. And to make it clear, if we say political empowerment, it's not enough. It's not just to have more women in parliament and more women in government in the Arab region. I mean, this is very important. In order for women to be able to influence policies and laws, we need to have at least 30% of representation within our governments and within our parliaments. But also, we as the Arab women and feminine childhood department, League of Arab States, we are working with the member states to make commitments all together. How can we promote the status of women? Exactly. So it comes, and of course we have the country, the member state adopted the Cairo Declaration, but they're committed to implement it.
Actually enforce it, exactly.
Exactly. So basically, as I said, it's not just a women representation, but also to review the laws. In order, even if the law is provides equality between men and women, but also probably we need further provisions to allow that women reach assets, because women usually have more obstacles. And we are not just talking about empowered women, we are talking about all the women. So for instance, we see the poverty rate, it's the poverty touches more women than men. So we need to give more attention to women. For instance, women have special needs in terms of like health system. For instance, women have less access to education. So we need to make additional efforts to ensure
social limitations and cultural limitations also.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, if you see the poor family, if they have in general, okay, if they have the chance between sending one of the kids to school, they would probably choose the boy rather than the girl, and then of course that's
early marriage also for ladies leads them to actually it's a challenge for them to have job opportunities and education too.
Exactly. But also, thank you. Exactly.
Yes.
But also I want to highlight that also our region is threatened by conflict as well. So this is an important issue we're working on it. Like just not empowering women in the four pillars we are talking about, but also look at women now within a region that we have a lot of conflict going on. So how to ensure their protection. When you see like women are abandoning their homes, their refugees can't taking care of the kids. Sometimes they're head of the families, so they need to ensure to feed their family and stuff like that. So how can we protect women? They're engendering risks of violence, of human trafficking. All these issues are dealing with it, and yeah.
All right, with this we come to the end of our conversation. We'd like to thank you very much, Safeya Tarabulsy, gender expert with the Arab League. It has been a great pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And with this, we come to the end of this edition of Nile Crew. We'd like to thank you very much for joining us, and I'd like to thank someone for
Thank you, Sharif. It was great working with you today, and have a lovely weekend, ladies and gentlemen, our dear viewers, and we'll see you next week on Nile Crew's Nile TV.
Let's leave you now with the final story of this edition. Thank you. Bye-bye.